Or is there? I mean, what got people on that whole...
I don't know.
Like, why does everybody think seed oil is bad? Do you know? I never looked into that or really put too much stock in that. It just seemed kind of like, well, it comes from natural, it's a natural source, is it? I mean,
they say the processing, and they process it to death.
but it's not like bioengineered. I mean, it's still just...
Certain oil.
I mean, it seems like everything is bioengineered now. It used to be called, what, GMO, but now it's just BE, bioengineered. That's just BE. Is it HMO or, no, GMO or B?
Genetically modified organism, and then
bioengineered is more like a plant. Or is it?
It's both. It's the same thing.
It's the same fucking thing. Yeah. And now people have been like genetically modified with their jabs, their multitude of mRNA jabs, and they really fooled everybody with that whole mRNA business because it's, I guess supposedly with our DNA we have this thing, the interact. It's like how our body makes proteins or whatever. It's like there's a messenger RNA. And it tells the DNA what to do. I mean, it's pretty, I don't know. I mean, I've never observed it. That's what they say is going on. But when they said they have mRNA shots, it's not messenger RNA. I mean, it functions in the way that messenger RNA would, but it's modified RNA is what the M stands for. And that was basically, they kept that under wraps. It wasn't messenger RNA. It necessarily wasn't organic. It was modified RNA. So it was like, it's going to do what messenger RNA would do, but it's not going to break down in the way that messenger RNA would, the organic kind. And that's what one of the big problems was. It was like they said it would, your body, it would just like break down after a short period, and your body would, you teach your body to have the response to this thing that your body was making for a short period. But the mod RNA doesn't like break down the way the messenger. It's such a mess. Every little part of that story is just like a fucking train wreck. What's that?
Is that why the blood clots?
Well, yeah, because it didn't stop. Yeah, it's just like there was no science behind like how long this fucking thing was gonna make your body produce this spike protein. And they're like, yeah, well, we just think that it'll probably stop, pretty soon. It'll stay in your arm. It circulates all over your whole fucking body. I mean, according to whatever kind of autopsies have been done or just people's blood tests, I mean, it's like the said protein they claimed it. And then there's all that fucking shit with those fucking clots, those big long white.
Yeah.
That shit's just nightmare style. I mean, at first I thought that was just like, shock, like whatever, not agitprop, but just more like I didn't know what to believe when I first saw that, but there's so many like, I guess they're corners, or they're like, is that who they are? Would do? It's a corner? No, it's
well, that's the first person,
but it's more the morticians. The morticians have been coming out with the fucking clot. Those big jars. They have these little jars full of these big. You know what I'm talking about? They're gross. But somebody was saying that those things were set. I think it was something about how they had like a or not. They were getting a reading off of that stuff with a meter. It was not radioactive, but it was like something to do with. I wish I could remember what it was now. I think the person whose video it was their hypothesis was that there was like graphene oxide involved because it was reacting to electromagnetic frequencies or something. I don't know. I can't remember that. I can't remember that little bit of trivia, that extra bit of conspiracy gravy. But yeah, they sure don't want to talk about COVID anymore. That's become like, put that on the back burner, sweep that under the carpet. That was a big embarrassment. We don't want to talk about that anymore. So last year, just leave it alone. Don't talk about it. But they're still advertising the COVID jabs as being like, they just kind of like squeeze those into the like, get your flu shot, get your COVID jab, get your RSV shot, get your fucking, shingles shot, get your pneumonia shot, get your, what else, just like a regular shot, get your hepatitis shot, get your tetanus shot, get your fucking chicken pox, your shingles shot, get your, what else? I mean, we got a lot of shots. You can just get all of them at once if you want. Come on and jump on the vaccine treadmill and just
you can get them all at the same time.
They don't even give a fuck.
I don't even care.
Sign her name on the dotted line saying that this was all your idea. And then you just start getting your shots. The Reddit, like the Reddit thread that you were reading, babe, it's like that fucking, where they were talking about all the, like, I feel like I got hit by a truck, all the COVID shot people. Those people are all pro-vax, though, right? Yeah.
They always like to say that, too. Like, I'm pro-vax.
Yeah, it's like the disclaimer before they tell the story about how bad they got fucked up by it. But I was fucking laying in bed for 5 days like I got hit by a truck. I literally felt like I got hit by a truck. I couldn't move. I was aching. My whole body was fucking, just like so weak. It's like, dude, that's just, proof that your jab was working. You think a jab wasn't going to make you feel like that?
Sickness would have been worse.
Yeah, it's better than getting COVID. Or now you have long COVID. It's like, the studies of long COVID that were done, they don't even include the information as to whether or not the people they were studying actually had the jabs.
That as a scare tactic.
Yeah, it's just like the long COVID is basically like jab induced fucking.
But it was just to say, if you get COVID, it's going to affect you for a long time, so you might as well get the shot.
Well, yeah, that was another. Yeah, it was a well played fucking propaganda piece for sure. Because people that believed it was just yet one more excuse to go get another shot, And then once the shots failed, you have something to fall back on. Oh, it's just, well, you got long COVID, or just jab induced fucking illness. You have jab induced illness. You have JII, jab induced death syndrome. You have JIDS. You got a mad case of JIDS. Sheltering in place and covering your face all day with the mask is gonna make you sick. It's gonna get you sick. Injecting yourself with gene therapy is a really dumb thing to do. It's not good for you. Combined with the fact that you're paranoid as fuck, well, you're fucking doomed. 'Cause all of these things combined, you'll be lucky to stay alive. Sheltering in place and covering your face with the mask all day is gonna make you sick. Gonna make you sick. Sterilizing everything inside is a neurotic way to live. Injecting yourself with gene therapy is a really dumb thing to do. It's not good for you. Combined with the fact that you're paranoid as fuck, you're just fucking doomed. All of these things combined, you'll be lucky to stay alive. Just in case. You've got to cover your face just in case. Shelter in place just in case. Stay 6 feet away from me just in case. Just in case. Just in case, you got to do what they say to be safe. It's time for you to go and get another jab, just in case, just in case. Don't you worry about those adverse events. Those are super rare and probably won't happen to you. So you better just go do what we say to be safe. Just in case. Don't you worry about that Bell's palsy. That's just part of you getting safe. And besides, you are not around anyone, and you are covering your face so nobody will know. It's okay, it's nothing to be ashamed of. At least you're safe. Just in case. Don't you worry about the newscaster who fell over backwards on his ass and died. That was just a case of SARS. And you know that SARS is out there and it's coming to get you, so we better do what we say. Don't be sad, just be safe. Just in case, just in case. Just in case, just in case. Gotta do all these things to be safe. Why don't you want to be safe? You better swallow your defiance and follow the science. Just in case. 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 That's pretty much the science of vaccinology. Just in case. We're gonna do this just in case. And you know, it's like it would have been a worse death if you didn't do it. It would have taken a lot longer. It would have taken your whole life. Just in case. I get a little bit lonely sometimes, and I get a little bit confused. I don't know what direction to go, and I don't know which way to choose. Every road that I've been down just brings me back around again. Oh, baby, don't know what direction to go. I know I'm gonna be there, and I'm doing alright. Yeah, alright. Doing alright. Yes, I'm doing alright. Oh, baby, I'm just doing it right. Yeah, alright. I get a little bit tired sometimes, and I get a little bit under the weather. forever. I don't know what direction to go, mama, and I don't know which way is better. Every road that we've gone down just brings us back around again. Oh, come on. Don't know what direction to go, and I know I'm gonna be there, and I'm doing it right. Yeah, baby, I'm doing alright. Yes, I'm doing alright. Alright, and you know it's alright. Oh, I'm just doing alright. Oh no, I'm doing alright. Doing it right. Ooh. Fucking that up. Hey, what's up, Mental Raccoon Glass? How you doing, buddy? Trouble with the capital T. Tie him down, they said, but tired ain't for me. Let this one fly. It's really no problem, you see, when the sky ignites and the day crashes quietly. Let this one fly. Lost on your merry way. Lost till another day. On your merry way. Cause unrevealed we'll never know. Cause unrevealed we'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know. Does it go? Cause unrevealed we'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know. Trouble with people like me. Tie them down and then they vanish instantly. Let this one fly. Let this one fly. What is the rest of that? Yeah. I wonder what they'll make of me when I'm good and gone and lost in song in God's country. Let this one fly. Lost on your merry way. Lost till another day. On your merry way. Cause unrevealed and tucked away. That's right, that's right, it's good. Lost on your merry way. Cause unrevealed and tucked away. On your merry way. That's how it goes. Finally got the chorus. Okay. Lost on your merry way, cause unrevealed and tucked away. On your merry way, on your merry way, cause unrevealed we'll never know. Oh, we'll never know. Trouble with people like me, tie them down and then they vanish instantly. Let this one fly. Wonder what they'll make of me. Oh, when I'm good and gone and sung in God's country. Let this one fly. Lost on your merry way, cause unrevealed and tucked away. On your merry way. Your merry way, cause unrevealed we'll never know. We'll never know. Try to keep your head on, get lost. Try to keep your head on, get lost. Try to keep your head on, get lost. It's hard to keep your head on, get lost. It's hard to keep your head on, get lost. To keep your head on, and head off. Gotta keep your head on and head off. That was by Granddaddy. I didn't write that song. Granddaddy wrote it. Jason Little, I think his name is. When I was on my last hope, I was born for broke. I wasn't sure if I was gonna. That's how it go. When I was on my last hope, I was gone for broke. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. It took a while for me when I was on my last hope. I was gone for broke. I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it. It took a while for that's how it goes. Sometimes things get so dramatic and everyone panics and it makes me lose you. Every step I take away from you, I can tell I'm just as well. I'm just as well. So I took this moment and I put it all down, just so I could let you know. So I took this moment. So I took this moment and I put it all down, just so I could let you know. I'm still in control, just as far as I know. Even when I let go, yes, I'm still in control, as far as I know. Even when I let go, yeah, even when I let go. Oh, even when I let go, still in control, just as far as I know. I'm still in control, just as far as I know. I'm still, let's see, I'm still in control, just as far as I know. Even when I let go, yeah, I'm still in control, just as far as I know. Even when I let go, yeah, even when I let go. It was over before it began. It was over before it began. Over before it began. It was over before it began. Well, the history books were written before any of it ever happened, if it happened at all. We live in a pre-written, predicted, scripted, actor-based television telling you what they want you to believe is happening in the world as it plays into their dirty little hands, and it's over before it began. And you get better and better at being able to spot the holes in the plot, and there's usually a lot, and if you're catching all the clues, you can be caught in the weaponized news. You'll see right through the ruse, where others are confused, manipulated, and used, being driven by their manic and misguided fears. It's a whole different story for you. It's crystal clear once you learn to read the writing on the wall that's been written by the hidden hand. And it's over before it began. It was over before it began. It was over before it began. Over before it began. Over before it began. It was over before it began. Over before it began. Over before it began. Over before it began. Well, 9/11 came and went, and all the money got spent, and the laws were bent, and we never got a story that made any sense. Well, there's a terrorist attack and all that. There are 2 planes, not 3 buildings down, right through the ground flat, faster than you could clap your hands a dozen times. A 110-story building fell before your eyes twice. And let's not forget Building 7, the 47th floor building, where something quite peculiar happened as it collapsed in the exact same fashion. However, it was strange, cause it wasn't hit by planes, and to this day it remains yet to be explained. But you'll never hear anyone up on the television just be like, hey, wait, 2 planes, 3 buildings, please explain, I don't understand. There wasn't any fucking planes, man. It was over before it began. 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 Over before it began. It was all just a big fucking scam. It was over before it began. It was all just a made-for-TV scam. It was damn. It's a damn shame. It was just over before it began. It was all part of a pre-scripted plan. It was already written down in the history books before it even fucking happened. Every incident that we see that comes up on TV, there is an immediate release of the same book on the same topic that comes out the day before it happens. That's what AI should be scanning the internet just for books about things that haven't happened yet. Because it happened with the Lahaina fire, it happened with the fucking... it happened with everything. It happened with Charlie Kirk's fucking murder. There was one other one too. It was like what was it? It was... There was a book about it before it happened. What was the other one? I forgot. That was another big TV story. What was it? Oh yeah. That dude Rob Reiner, whatever. There's a book about his life and death that came out like the day after he died. I mean, it takes a while to get a book published and like produced, ready to buy. Like, it's not going to be done in a day, not to mention writing the whole book. Because the book talked about his death too, like, which had just happened a day before the book was released. So that right there doesn't make sense. The timeline on that one doesn't check out. You can't make an argument for how that would be possible. For a fucking... Oh, dang it. for a book to come out a day after somebody died about the story of their life and death. That's not legit, dude. Sorry. It just can't be. It won't be. It'll never be legit. Just a second, I'll be right back. It was over before it began. Stick this right here. Looks like it stopped raining for a minute. So I'm gonna take this opportunity to smoke a cigarette. Watching Jaronism's show he was doing last night. Jaronism, the guy that was like a mainstream, well, like not mainstream, but he was like a main figure in the flat Earth topic. Like he was in the movie called Behind the Curve. I think it was called Behind the Curve. That the Netflix movie that came out that kind of made, put flat Earth on the map, really. No pun intended. The conversation of flat Earth. He was a guy in Behind the Curve that like kind of debunked his own thing at the end of the movie, where they made it look like he debunked himself, and he's all interesting. Oh, maybe it's not flat, kind of thing. And he's just like the poster child of why you shouldn't be a flat earther, kind of like if he was a plant, that's what his purpose was, to make flat Earth look stupid. But in reality, you don't really need to make flat Earth look stupid. We've all been programmed and like trained, like we all think when we first heard about the topic, it sounded fucking ridiculous, And so it's like we've all been trained to think it's stupid. We don't need to have Jaronism be a plant and come along and make it look stupid. I guess we could have that. I don't know. I'm not the one putting like agents and shills in the mix, but and I don't know. He might just be a genuine person, but he doesn't strike me as being all that genuine. I used to think he kind of was, but like I don't know. It's just weird that he ends up being the guy that goes to Antarctica to get the footage of the 24-hour sun after really kind of being a main figure in the whole topic of like how there isn't a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. Like he was the one that made the presentation on like the bases down there, how none of them have a 24-hour sun footage. I mean, it's all the bases that are down there during the summer should have 24-hour sun footage, but it's like every one of them, you can see every single day that they have posted. The videos look like a 24-hour sun video. It's kind of deceptive in that way because it looks like it's, if you do a brief look at it, because it's time lapse, But if you break it down, you slow it down, and you see where there's 6 to 8 hours missing out of every single day. And he pointed that out, and he's all, look what I've discovered. There's no proof of the 24-hour sun down there. For me, like, like in retrospect, like he kind of had me going on that for a while. Like I was like, oh yeah, maybe there isn't one, and that's why, that's how the AE map would be like, how that would work, because doesn't make sense how there could be a 24-hour sun in Antarctica on a flat Earth. That was the whole psyop, in my opinion. And because, like, to me, like, when I thought about it after all that shit went down with the final experiment or whatever, maybe this is boring if people who are listening don't follow this topic, but what I've just been thinking about is the analemma. It's like the yearly path of the sun. Like if you go out every day and you take note of where the sun is at noon or any time of day, just pick a time, and then go out that same time every day for a whole year, you're going to end up charting this figure 8 shape, and it's location dependent. I mean, you're going to get a different version of it wherever you are, but based on like where you're, like if you're in the north and you do the analemma for a year, you'll see a smaller loop that's in the north in the sky, and then you see a bigger loop that's in the south. If you're in the south doing the analemma, for a year, whatever, you'll see the bigger loop in the north and the smaller loop in the south. And if you're at the equator, you'll see more of an infinity symbol where it's equal on the equator. It's equal on both sides. It's figure eight. There's a smaller loop and a bigger loop, and the infinity symbol is even on both sides. That's what you'll see at the equator. So it's like basically what I think those shapes that we're seeing, in regard to the yearly path of the sun, what it tells me is that what the sun is doing in the north, it's also doing in the south. It's like it's making two loops and it crosses over at the equator kind of thing. I mean, it's like figure eight. I mean, and you would think, oh well, there's a bigger loop in the south. Well, not really, because if you go into the south and you make it, it's a bigger loop in the north. So it's kind of like, I don't know how that. I'm still trying to reckon with what that would mean, but the point is that it's making two loops throughout the year. It's a figure eight. So you would have to assume that whatever it's doing in whatever, like in the north, it's doing in the south. And at this time of year, I can go out and see that the sun is arcing to the south. Like it rises in the southeast and it sets in the southwest throughout the winter months. And like you can do this from anywhere on Earth. You don't have to go to Antarctica. And it's like so. Therefore, what you're seeing is that the sun is arcing the other way at this point in the year. It's arcing to the south, and then pay attention where the sun's rising and setting during the summer in your area, and you're going to see it's. You can figure this stuff out which way it's what the sun's doing just from any location. And I don't know like why it took me so long to realize that. I mean, I just had to look at it. I think that's kind of how it is with just about anything. You just have to look at it and to understand it. Just sort of pay attention to what's going on. I mean, I'm not saying I think the Earth is a globe. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think that like the sky maps out to a globe Earth pretty fucking well. Like it's pretty amazing, and it's pretty impressive. Who all the people that participated in designing the globe model for it is pretty impressive. But like I don't think based on just having a model of what the sky appears to be showing us, like I don't think that is like proof that we're definitely on a spinning, orbiting ball that's chasing the sun. We're orbiting the sun like 67,000 miles per hour and then spinning, and the sun's also moving through this like expanding, space void, and we've like evolved out of lifeless space debris and for billions of years. And you get kind of carried away. It's like if you go down that train of thought, like we got everything figured out. I don't know, man. I think all that space shit they show us is pretty much fake. And like I wouldn't want to. Where I stand on that is I wouldn't want to have to defend it. Like it doesn't strike me as being legitimate to me. I mean, maybe it is. I don't think it is. I wouldn't argue in favor of it being legit. And that's just out of sheer like that's just on the notion that like anything that's like basically the government approved narrative is never going to be 100% truth, or if it is true, it's being manipulated in some way because the government means mind control. That's what the word means. So they're going to manipulate whatever information they're giving you. And I mean, who's they? I don't know. The people in government costumes. I'd imagine there's some people that are keeping this under wraps. It's like, yeah, we thought it was a ball, but then it turns out we can't really prove it from the ground. And every time we try to go to space, we don't quite make it. So we got to fake all this space shit. And yeah, the sky maps out to be a globe, but that doesn't mean the Earth curves and spins the way we say it must. Because you can't detect any of that motion and you can't measure any of that curvature to any meaningful degree. I mean, the motion is one thing. It's like they can't detect any of that. It's never been a thing. You've never been able to detect any motion. It's all based on what we're seeing. And they try to tell you the Foucault pendulum, is evidence of this Earth's rotation, but it's not consistent logic. They're claiming that the Foucault pendulum isn't attached to the Earth's motion, so it's showing which way the Earth is moving, how Earth is moving underneath it. But if that was possible to do something like that, then we could simply just hover above the Earth in a helicopter and have the same thing happen. I mean, that same premise, there's nothing special about that premise. I mean, at the basis of it all, it's like claiming that it's separating from Earth's motion, and then Earth is turning underneath it, and so you can see Earth's alleged motion by way of just seeing where the pendulum is swinging, and because it appears to move, and it's like the only way it could explain that is because the Earth must be moving underneath it. Well, if that's the case, then how come we can't just hover in a helicopter and have the same thing happen, Earth move underneath us? How come that's not a thing then? Because it's the same premise. Like you're going to separate from Earth's motion and then watch it turn under you. But for some reason that's still like being argued as being a globe motion proof. But it's like, well, it doesn't check out. It's not consistent logically. Like, if what's making that thing so special, where it can do something that we can't in any other instance. We can't separate from this alleged motion. It's like, oh, well, you're just moving with it. When you go up in the helicopter, you're just moving at the same speed the Earth is moving. So it's just going to look like you're still sitting in one spot while the Earth isn't moving. But when the pendulum, it doesn't have the same thing going on, I guess, because it's swinging, or I don't know, man. I think it's kind of sounding like more like excuses, versus science. Typically, when you can't measure something, or you can't detect anything with any of our instruments, or like measuring equipment, if it can't be measured or detected, then you pretty much have to just not. It's pretty much not a fact anymore. It's just a theory, and it's pretty much a debunked one at that. But like, there are things that can be kind of interpreted incorrectly or interpreted correctly based on whatever, But it's like, well, the sun is sinking below the horizon. We know this because Earth is a ball. It's like, well, no, I think it was supposed to be the other way around. It looks like the sun is sinking below the horizon, but we know it can't be doing that. It can't be sinking into the ocean, so it must be doing something else other than sinking into the ocean. It could be going underneath us. Well, how is that working? Well, the Earth would have to be a ball, and we'd have to be spinning. Or it could just be moving further away from us, and it's just, once it reaches that vanishing point, it's no longer visible. Well, then the sun would have to be a lot smaller than they think it is. But how do they really know? Because no one's ever been to the sun. The same thing we're all working with is the same thing everybody's been working with. We look up in the sky and we look at stuff. Nobody has any special advantage where they can go to the sun and measure it and see how far away it is. I mean, well, we shot radar at the sun. Did you really? I find that to be kind of silly. You shot radar 93 million miles away at a light source? Radar doesn't bounce off of a light source, but maybe because the sun is a different kind of makeup or something, I don't know. But 93 million miles? Come on, man. I'd have to see that to believe it, pretty much. The 24-hour sun in Antarctica thing is like, yeah, it is pretty difficult to go see that because it's expensive and it's like kind of, you have to going out in Antarctica is, for some reason, it's like the fucking anomalous place on Earth. It's the most extreme. It's not easy to go there. You got to have like a guide, and like it's not, you risk your life by going there. Anyways, so the 24-hour sun in Antarctica is something that not that many people get to see, compared to like percentage wise, not that many people have seen it. However, like I said, you can you can take observations like from with the analemma, and you can see that the sun's path is indeed doing two loops. I mean, it's indicating at the two poles. I mean, in the sky. I mean, just because what you see happening in the sky, it doesn't prove the ground is spinning and curving. You'd have to actually measure that and witness it somehow, other than just by looking at the lights moving around in the sky. I know it seems like a cop out, but really, I mean, what do we? If we can't verify it, then what is that? I mean, that's called pseudoscience. And we don't have the ability to verify what those things are. We can't access them. We just have to take NASA at their word, and I don't choose to do that personally. They could be right, but that would be weird. I would think that's pretty crazy if there's someone standing upside down 8,000 miles underneath my feet. There's no upside down in space, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I'm over it. Fine, have your globe. Have fun with your spinning balls. Everything's a ball. Gravity makes balls. Got a lot of balls. Defending your ball. You must worship the ball. The ball is a perfect shape. My balls are God's balls. These are God's balls. God makes balls. Big bangs make big balls. You gotta have a big bang to make a big ball. Gravity pretty much formed the whole universe. If it wasn't for gravity, I mean, none of this shit would have happened. It would have just been a big mess. But gravity makes beautiful things like life occur out of a big explosion. We've just had such a steady ride here, being whipped around the sun for billions of years, that we managed to evolve out of lifeless space debris. That was after the dinosaurs did the same thing. They got, they got smashed. They got destroyed. They got blown up. There was like volcanoes and ice ages and fucking destruction and death. And then we found all their bones and pieced them together. It was so easy. That was how it went. That's the story, and we're sticking to it. We're stuck to a silly story, and we have to defend it because it's all we know. We gotta have an explanation for it. Well, you don't believe it's true? Well, then what is true? Go ahead and explain everything in the universe now since you don't believe it. Well, okay. I say the sun is the sole source of the souls that are staring at the sun. They call the sun the soul, the S-O-L, the soul. The source of soul. Your soul comes from the source of sun. The sun energy is the source of energy. It's a spark of life that you draw from the soul source of sparks in the sun. You're spawned from the soul source of souls, the sun. And you leave a hole in the sun where your soul used to be when you were spawned. It drew the soul from the soul into your whole body, and now there's a hole on the sun where your soul used to be. There's got sunspots there where your soul once was. There's so many souls, and then there's so many spots. Spots go away because people, when they die, their soul returns to the source unless they shine really bright and become a star in the sky. The smaller light is just a part of the whole soul source sun. And when the soul source sun is done and all its souls have gone to heaven, its soul source becomes dried up, and then it becomes a husk of what used to be. The plasma substance it once was, humming with life, is now just a hard, cold shell. Where it used to be a warm, life-giving soul source, now it's just a death-giving, dull source of light in the sky. You can see it moving by. And you can see the craters on the surface where the bubbles once were before it hardened and then it became the moon. A moon is just a dead sun. Get her done, son. You know how you know this? Because the moon is doing the same thing the sun would do. It's circling around you. It's about the same size and it's up there in the sky. It pretty much makes sense that it could be an old sun where there used to be a sun soul source. There wasn't a moon at the time in the sky. We just had one sun. That was all we knew. But then after all the souls were spawned, the sun became the moon. And the earth had to spawn a new sun. The earth gives birth to its sun right out of the navel of the earth. It broke off its umbilical cord just like you do at birth. And it activated and came to life and began sharing its souls with the world. And that's how it works. The souls grew and so do you. Your soul was spawned from the soul source that was spawned from the navel of the earth. Every sun that's begun eventually will end, and it will turn into a dead sun, which is the moon. And if you go out and see the moon, you can look at the moon, you will see its belly button. You can see its belly button where it once was attached to its umbilical cord on the earth from the navel of the earth where it gave birth. You go and you see that moon's belly button, you'll know that everything I've said to you is true. Because that's what we do, we make up the story to go along with what we're looking at in the sky. Why don't you give it a try? That was my story, and it is true. It's from me to you. Whoop-de-doo, you can't prove it's true, but neither can you. It's just a story about the sky. You know why? Because it's fun. This is the only thing we have to do, so get her done. Go and explain some things that you could never really know the explanation for. And then go tell everyone it's the unrefuted truth. 'Cause we know more than you do. It's the story of the sky and how it happened. And that's just what we know for now. New, it's too new to be known. It's too true to be good. There goes the neighborhood. I've been Terminator. Hey man. The band who? The band Tata Barahona. No, I don't. Are they cool? Hey, Justina. I'll look up what is it? Tata Barahona. That's an interesting name. Tata Barahona. Yeah, I'll look that up. Thanks for the tip. Substances are definitely involved here. What are you talking about, me? Oh, substances. I like when people come and try to troll me. Oh, this guy's he's high because he's just talking about stuff and stuff that I wouldn't talk about. He must be on drugs. Do 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 da do dum de do da day. Dum diddy dum. Remember that song when they're the South Park episode? They were talking about the Mormon religion, and the song in the background is like dum 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 dum. You had to be there. It was funny though, because it was a dumb story. Dum 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 dum. Put it together, it's a strange rising cool of the evening. I remember the way that you smile when the gravity shackles me wild. Something is breaking when I think it's all beginning. Something is breaking when I think it's all beginning. Something is breaking when I think it's all beginning. Something is breaking when I think it's all beginning. Something is breaking when I think it's all beginning. I've been drifting along in the same stale shoes. I gotta learn how to sing that song in Spanish. I'm gonna do that. Anybody know Spanish? The moon, howling at the moon. Dark star crashes, pouring its light into ashes. Reels and tattoos, the forces tear loose from the axis. Searchlight casting for faults in the clouds of delusion. Shall we go? You and I, well, we can. The transitive nightfall of diamonds. Glass hand dissolving with ice petal flowers revolving. Mirror shatters in formless reflections of matter. Lady in velvet receives in the nights of goodbye. Shall we go? You and I, well, we can. The transitive nightfall of diamonds. The transitive nightfall of diamonds. it was the truth. The truth, and when I found it, a power brought me down underground, showed me things I'd seen in dreams. Secrets crawling from the tunnels of my mind. It was my mind, and when I touched it, a power brought me down underground, showed me things I'd seen in dreams, some obscene. And there's a voice that's calling out to me, come with me, come with me, come with me behind the screen. All you see is not for real. Come with me behind the screen into the great in the great bazaar. And lay my bones across the sand and feel the power of the land. Crystal sun and burning sky. Oh, can't burn the visions from my eyes. Who's that guy? I keep fucking it up. Crystal sun and burning sky. That's how it is. The crystal sun and burning sky. Can't burn these visions from my eyes. And there's a light begins to fade. I feel it pull me back again into the great bazaar. That's where you are. To the great bazaar. Whatever, that song needs some help. I keep thinking I'm gonna see the moon, but I don't see it yet. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my light. Turn on your love light, baby. Let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, baby. Where's it? see. Well, got a little no. But without a warning, stole my heart. Taking it, baby, tearing it apart. You left me standing in the corner crying. You told me love for me was dying. Come on now, baby, I'm begging you please. Come on now, baby, I'm on my knees. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, baby. Yeah, I'll get a little lonely in the middle of the night. I need you, baby, to make me feel alright. Well, I get a little lonely in the middle of the night. I need you, baby, to make me feel alright. Come on now, baby, I'm begging you, please. Come on now, baby, I'm on my knees. Come on, your love light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Oh, let it shine, let it shine, let it, woo, let it shine, baby, let it shine, shine on me. Let it look like shine, baby, shine on me. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Turn on your love light, baby, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, baby, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, baby, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, baby, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, turn on your love light, baby, let it shine on me. Let it shine, see. I forget who sings that song. I just know that Pigpen used to sing it in the Grateful Dead. But I know that's not their song. They're covering it. Speaking of covers, I went to a David Bowie song. Although I wasn't there, I said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died a long, long time ago. Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. I laughed at your descent, made my way back home, and searched for foreign lands. For years and years I roamed. I gaze a gazer stare with multi-millionaires. I must have died a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. He sold the whole world for $3.50. That's all I want is $3.50 for the whole fucking world. The whole world is all we know. We've been trained to think we're just one world amongst many other possible worlds floating around in a void. We're just suspended in emptiness, hurtling through the galaxy. But perhaps we're just where we're at, and it's just what it is. It's what it looks like. Is what it is. I wouldn't say we're hurtling through shit. And I have a hard time believing that the sky goes below me. It sounds like a bunch of baloney when you think about it. Really. If you haven't, seen it, then why would you argue for such a silly idea? Well, because the angle of the dangle and the blah, blah, blah. It just couldn't work on a flat plane. So you wanna go with the whole ball idea, huh? I would pretty much choose that as the last possible explanation. That would be the last thing I would decide on. I think the polar sky might be over a flat plane would probably be something we'd try to make work before the globe. I think that would be the last option because we can't see the curvature or measure it or see or feel or detect any motion, both of which are absolutely necessary for that to be true, the globe model to be true fact. And it's just funny how that is because, the sky model of the globe Earth, I mean, the way we modeled the sky is pretty quite incredible. I mean, there's a lot of data that's all factored in, and it does paint kind of a cool picture when you think about it, when you put all that information together. But nonetheless, I mean, it's just a fancy light show as far as we're concerned because we can't really do much about it. We can't go do science on it. I mean, observational science, but I guess it's just more of like conjecture, really. I mean, we don't know what the fuck's going on. It's just a fancy light show. That's all it really is. Quite fancy. Well, it couldn't do this and that and blah 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 if this was that and this and that. Well, whatever. It's like your opinion, man. I think it's funny how the information regarding curvature and motion and all that shit, it's like irrelevant information. It's a moot point because it can't be measured with any meaningful degree down here on the earth, and thereby it's become void, null and void. It's information that nobody will ever have to factor into their life or worry about, concern themselves with whatsoever. Sure, people will push back on me about that. Well, what about people that make satellites and blah 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 blah? I'm like, yeah, dude. Well, let's interview one of them. Let's see how exactly they go about sticking their satellite in a geostationary orbit, and what exactly what kind of science they had to do to make that work out. And I'd like to go talk with one of them. I'm not trying to say they're lying. I'm just trying to say maybe the way they put those satellites up there isn't relying on curvature and rotation necessarily so much as it is just some other kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, basically, like, if we can't measure it, then we're never going to have to factor it into our lives because how would we go about doing that if it can't be measured or detected? It's pretty silly to even argue in favor of that being true in the case where you can't fucking back it up with empirical science. Then what the hell are we talking about here? Well, just you know that it's hiding behind curvature because it has to be because it is on some occasions. But then go out the next day and then you can see further. Oh, it's because of refraction and all this blah blah blah. It's more excuses. If the distance we can see is always changing, even throughout the day, I mean, I would probably just end up throwing that idea out if I was trying to make an argument for curvature because it's like you can't. It's the curvature is elusive, if anything, and who's to say it's not being occulted by just way of like optics and angular resolution and vanishing point type shit. We can't see forever. The further away you're viewing things, the more stuff that has to be compressed in your field of vision. So whatever's furthest away is getting smashed by all this other stuff. I mean, eventually it's going to be squeezed out. You won't be able to see it anymore. There's too much stuff you're viewing in between it and you. It just gets too small. You just can't see. It's so small, so small, so small. Or you're on a big ball. It's so big, and you're so small. We're on a big old ball that's hurtling around the sun. Just, it's the thing to do. It's just what you do when you're on Earth. You're just watching the view, flying around the sun. It's a pretty reliable view. I mean, we see the same shit every time, all the time. It's all, for all recorded history, we've all seen the same shit in the sky the whole time. So that doesn't really, like, lend much credence to the idea that some haphazard explosion happened and this is a result of that and we're just flying haphazardly through the fucking void of the empty void, the godless realm of space. See, it's my opinion that like none of that shit's true, and it's more like this is all like God's creation, or the eternal consciousness that we've sprung from in some way, shape, or form. However this has worked out, I mean, it's like God had to invent some kind of situation where time exists, because without time, your eternal consciousness is meaningless. I mean, there's nothing you can do. Like without time, everything becomes meaningless because you have no, there's no, you know, you know what I mean? I mean, it's like you gotta have like meaning. Without time, there is no meaning because time gives you meaning. It puts a pressure, it puts a fire under your ass. I'm just kidding. But like having it be like this limit, where there's like this, where you have to like, where you're like running out of time. Or never mind. Fuck this. After years, years and years and years of what appears to be research. After years, years and years and years, how does it go? After years, years and years and years of what appears to be research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth it seems. We found out that there's nothing to find out. The fact is we don't know the facts. The fact is we don't know the facts, even though we've been acting like we do for so long now. It's just hard to backpedal with your foot in your mouth. Pretty much the only thing we can say for sure that is true is that eventually time catches up with you. Time catches up with you. Time catches up with you. Young now, but soon we'll be 52. Time catches up, it doesn't stop. It's like a watch, it ticks, it doesn't talk. You gotta keep your eye on the clock. It is what it is, unless it isn't, then it ain't. But don't faint from being so stressed. I guess it's best if you take some time off your feet. Do not miss a beat, cause forward is the only way through. And time is catching up with you. Here it comes, and time catches up with you. Time catches up with you. Time catches up, don't you know? Time catches up with you. Time catches up with you. Time catches up. Look, there it goes. It catches up with you. Catches up with you. It catches up with you. Catches up with you. Catches up with you. Catches up with you. It catches up with you. Catches up with you. It catches up with you. Catches up with you. You're young now, but soon you'll be 52. Time catches up, it doesn't stop. It's like a watch, it ticks, it doesn't talk. You gotta keep your eye on the clock. After years, years and years of what appears to be a research, dirty work, digging in the earth, reworking things for what it's worth, it seems. We found out that there's nothing to find out. The fact is that we don't know the facts. The fact is we don't know the facts, even though we've been acting like we do for so long now. It's just hard to backpedal with your foot in your mouth. Pretty much the only thing we can say for sure that is true is that eventually time catches up with you. Catches up with you. It catches up with you. You're young now, but soon you will be 52. It catches up, it doesn't stop. It's like a watch, it ticks, it doesn't talk. You got to keep your eye on the clock. It is what it is, unless it isn't, then it ain't. But don't faint. You know your place and your part, so go play it with all of your heart. Don't start looking like some kind of has-been that never really was. It is what it is just because it is what it does. What does it do? Is it? What does it do? It is what it does, not what it ain't. It is what it does and it ain't what it cannot do. That's the philosophy lesson for the day. It is what it does, and it ain't what it cannot do. That's why they changed the definition for vaccine. Because what I said must be true. And you can't have a word that's meaning one thing that does something else. Well, now we better change the definition of vaccine because it doesn't do what it used to do. It isn't what it does. It isn't what it does now. We change the definition. It's something that greatly reduces your asymptomatic symptoms, otherwise known as death. Death will befall you if you reduce the symptom of being alive. Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything? How did that go? Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything? Anything that seemed. Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything? Anything being misconstrued? Did you notice anything? Did you notice no dissenting voices were being heard? Did you notice anything? Did you notice no dissenting voices were being heard? Did you notice anything? Did you notice anything being obscured? Did you? How does that song go? There's another part. There's like what was it? Oh, it was good too. Darn it. Darn it. Did you notice anything? Fuck, how did that go? This is why it sucks when YouTube deletes my channels, because then I lose all my old stuff. Fuck YouTube. Because if you say something that YouTube doesn't like, well, they come along and they give you a strike. You're talking about something that they're trying to hide. It's a good way to get your tubes tied up right quick. They don't like that shit one bit. You said something that YouTube don't like. They see to it that you get wiped. Talking about something that they're trying to hide is a good way to get your tubes tied up quick. They don't like that shit one bit. Cause it's too true to be good. It's just so terrible. It's too bad that the truth has become so unbearable. It's like the last thing they want to hear. It's too late to cover their ears. It's all bad. Yeah, there goes the neighborhood. It's too true to be good. It's too true to be good. It's too new to be known. It's too blue to be true. Who knew that blue wasn't true? True blue, did you? How does that go? I see it. I don't make waves, I only ride them. And play it. I don't make waves, I ride them. Forget how it goes now. Fuck me. I don't make waves, I ride them. No, that's not how it goes. I don't make waves, I ride them. Get inside them and let them guide me in. I don't know where these waves begin, but I know where they will end. I just want to ride them. I just get inside them and let them guide me in. Oh, it can take a toll on your soul when you got nowhere to go and there's nothing fun left to do. I, I know that only so far you can go before these waves gonna catch up with you. Out there on that horizon, I can see those waves coming in. Get inside the pipeline, it's a straight line every single time. I don't make waves, I ride them. I get inside them and let them guide me in. I don't know where these waves begin, but I know where they will end. Oh, I just wanna ride them. I just get inside them and let them guide me in. I don't make them, I just take them. Let them guide me in. It can take a toll on your soul. You got nowhere to go. There ain't nothing fun left to do. I know there's only so far you can go before they catch up with you. Out there on that horizon, I can see those waves coming in. Get inside the pipeline, it's a straight line every single time. I don't make waves, I ride them. Get inside them and let them guide me in. I don't know where these waves begin. I know where they will end. I just wanna ride them. I just get inside them and let them guide me in. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't make them, I just take them. And I let them guide me in. I don't make them, I just take them. You can't fake them, you can't make them, you just take them. Yeah. Well, welcome to the fake place that you call home. We're born and brought up here to believe a bunch of fairy tales that we believe are reality. We're led to believe and think Even though we can't see something, doesn't mean it's not happening. And even though we cannot see these things go, we must believe in things that we have no way of verifying. It's a terrifying thing to think that perhaps it was all just a lie and a story, and that's all. If you find out that the stories you were told that made you feel small, turns out they weren't based in truth, it was just a bunch of conjecture, you finally realize those guys were doing. They only working with the same thing that you do, and nobody ever really has an upper hand. They just act like they know something that there's no way they could know. There they go again, pretending to be flying through the galaxy with their fancy technology that they destroy once they have done their deed. They dispose of all the evidence. That's just how this kind of science works. You don't have to believe these jerks. Just go and look for yourself. You'll find no evidence that we have went anywhere they claim to go, because they destroyed it and they cannot locate any of it. The telemetry data was just lost in the sauce. It didn't seem important at the time, I guess. I'm of the opinion that the moon landing was the greatest embarrassment ever achieved by mankind. It was so embarrassing, really quite embarrassing, and what is more mind-boggling now is that people still want to defend something that's pretend, and they have no way of showing it to be true. Do you really believe that someone could go in a spaceship to the moon and be gone for 6 days, flying in a tin can? 230,000 miles away from Earth, and they made it back home unscathed. How brave these men were, they did not show a sign of nervousness. The whole time they were so stoic, and they just did not even wince. They were so confident they went to the moon and returned back home safely. The champions, the heroes of the day, give these heroes that were so brave a couple days to decompress. Now let's get these brave men up in front of the press, and whoa, fuck you, now they're stressed. They were so brave on the moon, nothing could shake their confidence, but now they're back here and they're up in front of the audience, and suddenly these brave men look afraid. We never saw that look on their face ever before, but now they look like they'd rather leave out the door as soon as possible, because they look so uncomfortable trying to explain their little lie. We did not see any stars the whole time. The first people who returned back from outer space, they say they did not see any stars. That seems to conflict with what we'd expect to see, but nobody really had much to say about that. They were just still so excited, and they believed these men had really gone up there to the moon and hit some golf balls their golf cart and put the flag in the ground just like it was a typical golf course. They called up their president from the golf course payphone and said, "Hey Nixon, what do you think about this golf course in the sky? It's a great scientific discovery. We're gonna come back home and tell you all about it. It's so fun playing on the moon." When in reality, anybody went to the moon, they'd be scared shitless and they probably would be quite nervous. I don't care how much training you go through, it would be a bit of a discomforting notion seeing your little planet so far away, 250,000 miles away, just hoping you make it back home somehow and are safe. Hope we don't run out of air. Everything working okay up there? Yes. And they got back in there a little limb made from tin foil and blasted off the moon and managed to have their rendezvous with the orbiter. They had to do a slingshot maneuver and head on back to Earth. On the way back home to Earth, they're going about 25,000 miles per hour, no biggie. Had to get out of their spaceship really quick to get the camera off the side of the spaceship so it didn't burn up on entrance to the atmosphere. Because things burn up when they enter our atmosphere, apparently, except for fancy dancy heat shields. Those don't burn up. They put one of those on the spaceship so they didn't burn up. It's so convenient to have a fancy dancy heat shield that's impervious to heat. It doesn't burn up. Everything else does though. And so they made it back to Earth, traveling 25,000 miles per hour, and they're coming in and, they had their parachutes released and it saved them from, wait a minute, I think if you're going that fast, your little parachutes would be ripped to shreds and that would be the last you saw of them. They must have had a fancy dancy brake or something, and the atmosphere worked as a brake. Because you couldn't be going that fast on these parachutes, they would just be shredded to smithereens. That's not what happened, so they must have had a brake or something. Or just give me a break or something. This shit's fucking ridiculous. They spent so much money and the technology is 700,000 people that worked. Are you saying they're all liars? No, I'm saying they're all fools. That's about the size of it. Anyways, there's probably a large percentage of them that don't believe it anymore. That's just the way the world goes. Eventually the lies are exposed and the truth just shines bright as day, despite what anyone might say. When the lies are gone, people see the truth, because the people who were obscuring the truth with lies, they moved on, they're dead and gone, and no one's left to support that story anymore. It's over now, and then the truth will be known, and the light will be shone upon it. The lies are water soluble, they dissolve and wash away eventually. That's what we will see. And there's lots of layers around the lies. Lies are layers, layers are lies around the truth. They protect the truth. Hopefully you can peel off truth's protective layers and expose the lies and find the truth. That's what I hope the youth of today can achieve. After witnessing the debacle, the debauchery, the sheer atrocity, the absurdities of the Apollo moon landing dumpster fire that once was, then they destroyed the technology and lost the telemetry and every other shred of evidence of the whole damn thing. The moon rocks still remain. They've been discovered to be petrified petrified wood. And that's good, cause that's how we figured out there used to be trees on the moon. There used to be trees on the moon. That's why they brought back petrified wood from the moon. It's about the only way to explain that one. There once was trees on the moon. That is the science that we know now. Science is true, whether you believe it or not. So you better believe there used to be trees on the moon. Do, 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 do. Oh shit, somebody was watching me? Oh man, sorry about that. I thought the people left. That's what I do when nobody's looking. You got to see it. Uh-oh, sirens. I bet you they're gonna stop right there. Yep. When it rains, there's a turn on the highway. There's a specific like sharp corner. There's a crash every time it rains. Every day. It'll be more than one. And it's like I haven't heard any public outcry about it, but it's like I've fucking countless times, and you'll hear sirens coming, and they always stop right there because that's where the accidents always fucking happen. I'm thinking we should put up a sign out there, like right before the spot where they crash, and just be like have a tally, or something like this many, and this many days since like an accident, this many cars have crashed here so far. Just like, slow down. You're about to hit the point where everybody crashes. this many. It's been 10 minutes since an accident has happened here. Just there got to be some kind of like. I wonder if you can request the county to put in a sign at a certain place. Be like, this is a place where people always crash. Can we put up a sign saying, watch yourself coming around this corner? This is where people crash every day. I mean, how long are we going to see this happen before somebody does something about it? I haven't even heard anybody talk about it, but it's like I happen to hear that. I mean, it's a thing. I hear it every fucking day it rains. All winter, you'll be hearing the sirens. They stop right there because that's where the accident is. You look on your, you look at the traffic, you'll see there's an accident there, and it's like, but I've yet to see any sort of, acknowledgement of the fact that there's an accident in the same place every day. You think there'd be a little more like something to be like, concerned with or whatever, but nope. Probably should wrap it up here. I've been doing this a while. Isn't that fucked up? You have the same place like that where there's like a dangerous part on the road and it's just notoriously there's always an accident happening there. You would think somebody would like wise up to it and put a sign there or something. It's not my job. Maybe I should do it though. Put up a grassroots traffic sign. Somebody needs to see the sign, the writing on the wall. It's a call from your soul. You need to have a goal to pursue. Maybe you should expose the truth. Should you tell people what they don't want to hear? They're covering their ears, singing la 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 la. They don't want to hear it 'cause it conflicts with their worldview that's been so carefully indoctrinated into you. And when you question that, you feel that cognitive dissonance and you think that it is just a coincidence. Coincidence theorists piss me off because they always want to say, you're crazy, that must just be a coincidence. Coincidentally, this man named George Zinn, he's always at the PSYOPs, he's right in the middle of it. He's the first guy that you know was there. He was at the 9/11 thing, and he was at the Boston Marathon bombing. He's also was at Charlie Kirk's murder. All three of those things were just a staged event. where real stuff happened, but it was planned out ahead of time, and you were told a bullshit story to hopefully achieve some kind of foothold where they can leverage something off of what they have told you to believe. And in this case, where there is Charlie Kirk getting shot and looking like he got shot with a stage technology that wasn't real. It looked like he was in a movie and he just fell down. There was no ambulance or crime scene. There was no evidence that this man really had died. There was just a video of red stuff flying out his neck, and that was all you got. That's it. And his friends and family, they did not shed one tear. They were laughing on their TV show the very next day, like it's okay, because they knew he didn't really die. No one was traumatized because it was a hoax. That's about the size of it, folks. Get your bread in circus, you can feed yourself and watch the show. Enjoy yourself while you'll be entertained by this whole thing. But it is all one big lie, the whole entire thing. And you've been sufficiently distracted by a fucking joke of a hoax. And you know the man that played Charlie Kirk is no longer on stage, but that doesn't mean he's dead. Nope. And his wife, Erica Kirk, well, she's just a clone of a clone of a clone of a clone. Back in the 60s, there was a governor of Florida. He was married to a woman named Erica Kirk, spelled the exact same way with the K. And you know she looked exactly the same as Charlie's Erica Kirk with a K. That's right, they look identical. Absolutely identical. The same fucking person, just in a different time and place. And the Florida governor, his name was Claude Kirk, and he had this story about his wife, who was this mysterious woman, Erica Kirk, that just showed up out of nowhere and became his wife. It was a crazy story at the time, and it's still a crazy story considering that we have another Erica Kirk who's been hanging out with the elites just like the other one was. It's almost like they have an Erica Kirk factory where they just produce another one for the elites to play with and have on their world stage TV show. And it's so fun to have an Erica Kirk to play with. Let's go make another one. We'll have a few of them. We'll just give them the same fucking name. Nobody will be the wiser to it. And she'll be the president someday. Alright, that's all I got. Love you guys.